Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited about this video because it's gonna be featuring the Wet n Wild Spongebob collection. I was hunting for some of these products because there might be a little surprise at the end of this video. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mariela. I love doing Wet n Wild videos, especially featuring these palettes, and I could not say no to this collection because it is freaking cute, to say the least. Now ask me if I watched the show.
No, you're gonna be like, oh, how dare you?
This particular look was inspired mainly by SpongeBob's house, the pineapple. I love pineapples. The pigmentation of these eyeshadows are insane. I wanted to get not one but two sponges. The one that I, as you can see, did not use was Patrick Star, and the one that I did use to chisel my nose was obviously SpongeBob. Look at him, he's so cute. I got one of the setting sprays. The other one was more shimmery, and personally that's not right up my alley because I already have oily skin and I don't need that. So I went for the Wet n Wild FUN Purifying Setting Mist. I actually even sprayed it on my décolletage and on my shoulders just to give it a little bit more hydration. I also did get the Wet n Wild SpongeBob highlighter. Now this, I don't need to say anything. Look at my cheekbones, pigmentation. Good job, Wet n Wild. If you guys stay at the end of this video, I have a little giveaway perhaps. I'm just saying. If you want to see how I came up with this look, then keep on watching. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my P. Louise base number 2. I'm gonna put this a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna grab this brush. Is the Morphe M524. I like this color because it has a peachy neutral undertone and it's gonna really make these colors pop. And also, as you can see, I already obviously did my eyebrows, and that's pretty much it in terms of makeup. Now, just because of this look is more like that cat eye, I want to make sure that the base goes even outside my lid, like all the way here. And I also like to put it on my lower lash line as well. Now that we have the base all set for these colors, I'm gonna start with a very interesting brush. It's not that much interested. It's basically an angle brush, and this one is the M165. It has that slanted point. So I started with sketching that nice crease, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this matte deep plum color. I want to make sure that I go just a little bit above my crease. First of all, I like to start right in the center. I want to make sure that when I blink down, like I'm blinking my eyes, that crease liner is not gonna smudge. So I want to make sure I do my little dot right there. Slowly sketch the remaining. And I want to make sure that I match it. When you start sketching your crease, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna go back again. Moving on to the next shade and the next brush, I'm gonna use this detail brush as well. This is a Jaclyn Hill JH37. This is a mini smudger brush. And I'm gonna move on to another matte shade, which is the one next to this one. It's almost like a mauvey brown taupey shade, kind of. The explanation of the colors, don't mind me. We're gonna do this like right on top. I'm almost smudging it at the same time, following the crease that I made. And you see that I'm tilting back just so I make sure I do this correctly. Okay, guys, I told you the wrong brush that I was using right before to blend out that blue. This is the JH39, and this is the JH37. So it is literally like the small brother and the big sister version of it. That's how I'm gonna call it. But this one's a little bit bigger. And we're gonna move over to another matte eyeshadow, which is this beautiful bright orange shade. I like to tap, 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 make sure it's nice and pigmented. Now moving on to the next shade is gonna be this beautiful matte coral shade. I'm using more of a fluffy brush, and this one is the JH31. I wanna blend out the orange so there's no harsh lines. And again, I'm gonna stay away from the handle because I want less pressure on the brush. And doing, again, little circular motions. And when you start getting into the outer V, make sure that you drag this all the way out. Hi, welcome back to my show. Yeah, I am.
Liar.
I am. You want to say hi?
No.
Oh, okay, see? I get interrupted, but that's okay. He does not want to show his face. This is how it's looking so far. I'm gonna do one more thing before I go back to the crease, and that is to use a tiny little detail brush. This is like a mini shader brush. I love this for inner corners, or also the brow bone. This is JH40, and I'm just gonna grab this bone matte eyeshadow, and we're gonna go ahead and just highlight that brow bone. I'm doing little tapping motions, and I'm gonna also bring it out. And I also like to bring it down a little bit, and it's gonna be a nice blend between the coral shade and this shade as well. I'm just using the same brush for the coral matte shade. I'm just gonna blend this out so it doesn't look cray-cray. Now let's go back again and define that purple line on the crease right there. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I am because I'm getting too excited with this look. The funny thing about SpongeBob is that I was never really into it. I know, you would probably be like, what is wrong with you? But when I came to this country, I was 14 years old. The one person that would love this show would be my brother. When it comes to this crease, you kind of have to go back and forth with all the shades that you originally used. That mauve, the orange, and just re-intensify all the colors again. Now, if I tilt back, you probably could see, it needs to be a little cleanup in here. I'm just gonna use a Q-tip. My little Water Micellar Garnier. Now I'm gonna go back again with a P. Louise and just make sure that the base is put, baby. I'm just gonna go with a flat oval brush. This one is one of my favorite ones when it comes to doing my eyebrows. It's the M224. Just gonna make sure it's nicely saturated in both sides. Let's go back to this. Now, I need the magnifier because I'm that blind. There's so many ways that you can take care of the rest of your lid. You can either do a Mariela moment where I just swipe it off, or you can literally start doing tapping motions and like doing kind of like dashes like that. But I don't know, I just like to, whatever is left on the brush, I'm just gonna tap and swipe it down. Even on the outer part of that crease. Now we're gonna move on to the shimmers. I'm gonna use this lime and this forest green shimmers. And then this gold one right here. Just grab your favorite shader brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill 41. So I'm gonna start with the gold shade. Tap, and then swipe. I'm gonna use a setting spray so that shimmer really comes through. Oh my God, so much better. I mean, it was pretty before, but darn, it just took it to another level, Mariela. Oh, I wanna call it a kiwi. Yeah, it looks like a kiwi lime green. And I'm gonna put it right here. Ooh, so nice. We love it. And just be very careful. Do a little tapping motion right where that blue is. Oh my God, it's so pretty. And in this situation, I am actually gonna bring it even on the outer part of that dramatic cut crease. So I'm gonna go back with my Q-tips. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this. It looks like Nothing happened. There was no mess in here. I mean, it's between you and I, of course. And I just gonna cut this. And then boom. I'm gonna go back in with my pillowies because I'm most likely probably did get rid of it. Because now we're gonna move on to the lower lash line, but we need a little pillowy situation there. The same flat angle liner. Gonna go back with the deep plum shade. And this is the part where you're gonna connect everything from the lower lash line up to like that cat eye. That chichi line definitely helped the situation in here. So even though it's a matte eyeshadow, you can spray your setting spray just so it's even more pigmented. It's almost forgetting my upper lash line, so yes, make sure you connect it. Get very close to your lash line. So I wanted to do a little something on the waterline, and I actually mixed these two. I'm using a Morphe pencil liner. This is called Faith. And I'm just gonna pop it on the waterline. I don't know what got me into it, that I was like, oh, let me just mix it with the nude shade as well. I think this is called Toots. Yes, this one is called Toots. Now for lashes, I already popped these on. These are called Obsession by Morphe. These are from the premium line. And while I pop the lash glue, I'm gonna add some mascara. This is the Morphe Volumizer Mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in the meantime while my lash glue dries up. I'm gonna move on to the face. We're gonna use the Too Faced coconut water. No, hangover face primer. Coconut water, sure. See, and let's pop these babies in the meantime. For foundation, this is what I'm gonna use. I have been loving the M2 concealers because it has a very lightweight consistency. It's infused with some lavender. And usually what I would use as my foundation is the Hint Soft Tan. And if I want a little bit more brightening effect on the under eye, I use Hint of Peach. For brush, I'm gonna use the It Cosmetics Dual Brush. I went back to this one again. I forgot how soft this was. This particular concealer, it's a light to medium coverage. And this is what I actually been using and enjoying when I go to work for my under eyes, would be to put the hint of soft tan and then pop it in with some peachiness on the inner and on the outer. So for that, I'm gonna use this brush now. And I like to start with soft tan first. Tapping motions. And then, ooh, shimmer with a hint of peach. I wanted to use something more affordable because I used to have the Wet n Wild foundation, but I had to throw it because it was so old that I was like, girl, that thing is expired and you need to get rid of that. I basically wanted to finish my foundation concealer. I used some bronzer and I was setting my face with my translucent powder, but one thing that I forgot to show you guys, that I did get Patrick Star and I also obviously got Spongebob, and then I'm like,
Estúpida, why don't you use it for the concealers?
this is what I was doing right before I press the record button. This is gonna give you definition. I used one of the eyeshadows as a blush, and this is the corally shade that I put on my crease. Go ahead. Look how pretty that is. And I didn't wanna buy another blush because I have so many, and usually it's the same range. Peachy corally, or maybe pinky. I am gonna use the highlighter, which I feel like besides the palette, that's one of the things that I was super excited about. The angels are singing. I'm gonna use one of my favorite brushes when it comes to the Jaclyn Hill. It's the JH30. It's a really nice fluffy blending brush. And we're gonna apply it. Oh, dang, did you guys see that? I was not prepared for this. Let's hit the Cupid's bow.
Wow!
I'm gonna apply a little bit right above my eyebrows, just to give that little glow. And I'm going to get rid of my little baking situation in here. Boom. And let's get ready for this. I'm just gonna use my ring finger. Yes, we're doing the reindeer. We're going to blend this out. But because I'm extra, this is the Purifying Setting Mist Spray. Ooh. It has like a perfumey scent. The only thing that I don't like is the scent. I think it's a little bit too strong for me. It literally gave me a nice finish. And we're gonna move on to lips. Now lips, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna use a Wet n a While, but I'm gonna definitely give a shout out to a brand that I just launched a couple of months ago. This is SM Cosmetics. I did a video on my Instagram. This was somebody that I used to work with, and she decided during quarantine to launch her liquid lipsticks, and now she recently launched her glosses as well. So I just wanted to do a little shout out on these liquid lipsticks. I'm gonna do this corally shade. By the way, the name of this shade is Sweet Girl. I like it. And this one is Naked on a Beach. I'm just gonna use my finger. An oldie but a goodie. This is a Kiko Milano gloss. This is the 3D Hydra Gloss. And the shade, well, it's number 3. Ah, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and follow me on my social media, because guess what, this is going to be a giveaway, a little mini giveaway for you guys. If you guys are on the hunt of some of the Spongebob products, it is the Spongebob Flat Kabuki Brush. This is what you guys are going to get. And then also I did get an extra Patrick Star sponge. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, just follow my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and also let me know what you liked on this collection. I will pick a winner on June 1st. I will announce it on my IG story so you guys know who the winner is. Just enter one time so it's fair for everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next time, I will see you on my next video. Mwah. Besitos. Bye.